Hello again, I am John Bob and welcome back to Snowfall. And as I say Snowfall, the snow starts falling. It's almost like magic. Can I control the weather? Well, no, unfortunately not. But here we are at Dois Streepler. Now, I did promise to explain this for people who didn't get the reference. Dois Streepler is downwind of the sewage treatment plant. It's a reference from How I Met Your Mother, when Marshall and Lily buy their first new house. They end up, or apartment, they buy it right next to this, or right in this trendy new up-and-coming area, which is called Dois Streepler. And it turns out that Dois Streepler is simply an acronym for downwind of the sewage treatment plant. And seeing as we installed our sewage treatment plants, I just thought, why not call this area Dois Streepler? There we go. So, we're still having problems with our industry abandoning all the time. Not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. I've tried to encourage more people to move into the area. We've got space for them, but we have lots of space all over the map, unfortunately. So people have got a really good choice of where it is they want to move into. As these areas are filling up a little bit more, it's reducing some of the choices for people as to where they can move in. But until this area really kind of fills out, and is gradually increasing, until it completely fills out, we're just going to have a real shortfall of workers. Although it does look as though people are, as they're going through the education system, starting to fill some of these jobs over here. Industry's starting to look a little bit healthier. Let's start spot checking some random buildings. So this one here has 8 jobs available right now. And they're looking for uneducated people. We should have loads of those. This one here's got a few jobs available. Not really enough workers, but it's operating. This is a relatively new one, I think. And this one's actually kind of doing okay. No jobs, look. Let's try this one. 8 jobs available. This one might start failing soon. Well, it will start failing soon. It's operating, but there's nobody working there. There's one job being filled. So people are moving into the area. You can see more buildings going up. Some of these people are going to be a bit unhappy about living next to an industrial area, but it's kind of tough, really. We will drop in another clinic, though, over here to improve their healthcare a little bit. Let's stick the clinic just there. Yeah, this area is definitely starting to spring to life. They're providing more and more workers to our industry, which is exactly what we needed to keep this area alive. Just got to hope that all of these businesses don't start failing again. 2 jobs available there. No jobs available there. 7 in that one. 7 in that one. That one might start failing soon. This one's going up, and that's got 16 jobs. Ooh. And no one's in any of them. 9 available in that one there. So, yeah, there's still a shortage of workers. But we do have more space down here to build into, and more space along here as well. So, let's continue to kind of expand this area a little bit if we can. Let's go to freeform. Need to make that a little bit more severe. I don't know if I can link that up. At least not like that anyway. There we go. Same again, I can't link it up there. But that's fine. Start to fill some of these side streets. Just drive a road straight up the middle like that. Excuse me. There we go. Got a nice little extra bit there. Let's see what we can do over here. Let's continue to bring this along. I want to bring that kind of down and around like that, I think. I like the idea of having a road running in parallel just here to the main road. And then we'll bring that around. Just before the bridge. Let's put another connecting road up about there. We'll bring this down. Create some little side roads coming off here. Again, I don't want to get too close to the rail, but close enough that we can actually get a decent number of buildings in there. And let's put in another road here that kind of runs along here. Like so. Got some nice interesting little junctions rather than just straightforward grid junctions. We've still got space available for people to move into, but we still are getting people moving in. There's a new house going in there, and we are getting people moving in, look. And other houses are levelling up as well. Our industry is looking a lot better now we've had that injection of extra people into Doestripler. A lot less jobs seem to be going on offer. This was a new building, I think, last time out. Yeah, that's now fully staffed. Problem is, our people are too well educated to work here, really. So we've got to be wary when we expand with more commercial or office. All those people are immediately going to start working somewhere else. So it is something we do need to be very careful of. Now we can start looking at maybe adding in a little bit more commercial, but it's going to be again on a relatively small scale. I think this is a nice little block. I'm going to pause while I start drawing some of these bits in. There we go. Let's place some services over here. So once again, I want good police coverage in a good sort of area. I think here works quite well for the police. And the fire service next door. Let's put a clinic opposite that as well, just there. We'll put another graveyard in place, maybe. There's one there. We're running out of power. Where can I get this graveyard in? Let's maybe not just bother with the graveyard. Let's just go with a couple of crematoriums instead. Let's quickly deal with our power situation. We have yet to unlock the nuclear power plant. add in an extra couple of these water-based generators over here. Let's put an extra 4 in. And that's made a bit of an improvement, but it's still not enough. We could really do with more. Didn't really want to overload the area with too many of these, and I guess we're going to have to. Once we get the nuclear power plant, we can start to maybe get rid of some of these, but for now I want us to have a nice little surplus of power, because we're going to have to upgrade our heating again at some point soon, I'm pretty sure of that, and that's going to eat up quite a bit of electricity. We need pipes for these new areas. I think this time, instead of going across, we'll go up and down. At least for this section anyway. That one up just a little bit more. There we go. Let's take this piece out and reposition perfectly. There we go. And now, again, as a kind of temporary solution, we can bring some pieces over this way. Too much of a gap. Damn it. That's too much of an overlap. We will get this right. There we go. That'll do. And then just a little lump to cover that area. There we go. So we have water coverage and heating coverage in that expansion just there. We've got nothing built just here, so that's not an issue. There we go. That's all of their demands disappearing. I want some basic education in this section. But I want it in a road that's going to give good coverage to the whole area. That's not too bad. Plonk that there. I'm not going to put a high school in this bit. Just an elementary. Put a playground in next door as well. Put a curling park in as well. I've got one of these already, but you know, it's always nice to add something that we don't use that often. The curling park is one of those placeables that, as I say, I've only used once so far. Let's find the right spot for it. Yeah, just there. That works. The other one is over here somewhere. There it is. Got some people going curling. I was hoping to see people playing on it. You can just see a couple of people skating or walking across every now and again, but I was hoping we'd see people actually playing on it. That area is coming on quite nicely. Let's start zoning in this area. With a large brush. There we go. Very quick and easy. And now we'll go in and we'll start picking out some of those bits and replacing with some commercial. So I think this would make a good road for some commercial to go on. go. And I'm not going to put in offices, despite the the demand. I want to make sure that we're not having an adverse effect on this. You can see how busy this is getting now. Once the now that these businesses seem to be operating at a much better capacity again, we need to add an extra route for our traffic to get up there. So let's bring a road down here. And let's bring a connection down to that junction there. We'll also take a road up this way. And connect about there, like that. And what we can also do is bring this road around. Slightly less severe angle, hopefully. There we go. And actually connect that road up there as well. Excellent. So we're getting a nice little bit of connection there, interconnecting all of our little areas. They've all got good access to that station there if they need it, and there's also obviously that station there as well as a direct line. And I think we could maybe look at adding an extra station. So we've got this line that runs up here. Did we ever put a train on that line? I don't know if we ever actually put a train on that line. Oh yeah, there is one there, look. Some people are using it, but not too many. I wonder if maybe it's time for us to also bring a line that comes out this way. Maybe comes into here, at the back of the back of the industry. That might work actually. And of course, the second I decide to do something like that, we get a dark spell. So let's figure out exactly where we want this to be. I think in here would be a really good place for our little station. So let's go with straight roads here. We've got this space. Let's bring a little side road coming up. Like that. Oh, that's one-way tram road. I hadn't even realised I'd selected the wrong road type. Let's just make that standard road, like so. And now let's grab a station. And stick that in just there. And is that going to affect the industry line? It is. Maybe we put the station... no, I kind of want it in here. But I want it a little bit closer. So I think if we take that out there, we actually just put the station on the main road here. There. We'll do that. Which means this is going to have to be relocated. Put it on this corner here, I think. This is okay, actually. I don't mind having that road there. I might have to... initially, I'm going to leave that there and put in a level crossing, but we may have to take that out. Wouldn't you know, it's still going to be in the way, look. Alright, in that case, we're going to have to freeform our way in. put in a level crossing there. I may well raise and lower that piece of road. In fact, I probably will do that and just have a level crossing maybe somewhere else instead. I don't really want too severe a turn, but we are going to have to kind of be a little bit more forgiving of the terrain, I think. Let's gradually raise this up. Sweep over there. Start to come back down again. Put a split on the line just there. Which ideally means that we would need to also put a split in the line just there. Okay, that works, and now I can just take that piece out. That's not necessary anymore. We've got the split that allows trains on this line to go into that platform if necessary. We've got the line that gets them going to this platform and here if necessary. And then trains from this platform can go onto that line there as well. Oh, got a failed office. Let's remove that. Yeah, let's create our new line here. This will hopefully help feed people into this district too. So we'll put in some footpaths and other bits and bobs to make easy access to the residential and industrial areas. But I need to actually create a line on this. So it needs to start at this station. I don't like that colour. You know what? I think what would be easier would be to move that stop over to this station like that. There we go. That works. And now create a different line over here. What do I want to go with? Yeah, let's go with that colour. Bring that line in there. Complete that line. Excellent. I wanted to use, if we're going to have a yellow train, it made sense to have it going to our yellow industrial area. So that works quite nicely. Just have to keep an eye on that traffic. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I didn't really want to have a bridge going over the railway. Sorry, a railway going over the roads like that, but it's kind of unavoidable, really. It's just too many other roads to circumnavigate and reroute and so on and so forth, so we'll do it like that instead. Buildings failing over here already. Maybe they're emptying because there isn't enough employment for them, perhaps. I don't know. Let's add in those public access routes that we were talking about. So let's put in a footpath. If we can, get it to go up and over. Can. Have to come along a little bit. Excellent, that works. So we've got a route for some people to walk in that way. Let's also create, we've got this kind of, is that actual existing path? That's just a gap. Let's create a footpath there. Do the same here as well. There we go. I'm not expecting a huge number of people to use this station, but it's there as an option. Now, this one is a reasonably busy little station. You can see quite a few people do use this one here. So I'd expect most people to use that one. This is kind of more a way for some people just to get to work, I think, if they live over here and they want to try and, or just visit if they want to come over this way. So yeah, our city is making some really, really nice little progress. Everything that we built seems to be filling up. We've still got this area over here that has yet to take on any new people. But this area all seems to be coming along quite nicely. We've got all of this here has been taken up as land. Little gaps here and there, but not many. Not many at all. So that's really encouraging to see. We've got a really nice sort of thriving little area. If we get down really close and just kind of take a little bit of a flyover. Just to give kind of an idea of the size and scope of what we've built so far. It is quite impressive, I think. Head over the freeway into this area here. You can see the freeway there. Our little tram hub just over there. And yet still we've got a load more over here. And now it's not just a small thin grid as well. Yeah, we actually have, although we don't have much on this side just yet, we've got a little bit of an open space. As we move further along our freeway, you can see that we do have space available for more people to move into this area. It's just got zoning that hasn't been taken up yet. And then as we fly over this way, you can see this is where we enter our business area. And our office district. And I'm really proud of the way this area has developed. With our little sort of ring road that cuts through all our little side streets. Links back up to our main district over there. Heads out this way over the busy railway station. And then we have our rail hub over here as well. So yeah, I'm quite proud of what we've achieved so far. I think it works really quite nicely. What I am going to do though, with this station, again, to try and encourage more people to come in here, I've been thinking about it. We've only got the one train that comes in so far. We're going to add another line on this one here. And we'd kind of like it to be sort of a yellowy orange kind of colour. Yeah, there we go. And this one is going to come onto this line. Oh no. It's not going to work. Alright, can I Can I actually grab that stock? Yes, I can. Let's move it. Let's plant it here. Let's draw the line out from there to stop there. Then go back in so it's on the opposite platform. And there, hopefully, we can get extra people coming in. There's actually a lot more people using this line than I thought were using it. See a lot of passengers there. Oh, wow, look at the number of them. And we're starting to get passengers coming in on the other platform as well. So I think this could actually become quite a busy little station. And all of these businesses now pinging like crazy because they're starting to get workers coming in more regularly. So they're all starting to upgrade. And we're getting educated workers coming into the area as well from other districts. So putting that station there has really helped our industry. The only question that remains now is, do we have to create an external connection for a freight delivery? Well, maybe, but I'm going to kind of avoid that for as long as I possibly can. I don't want to overload it with too many rail connections all buzzing around this area. We've got quite a lot, as you can see, of rail just branching out all over this area. I don't really want to put more into there as well. So for now, we'll leave it as is. But there is definitely scope to perhaps have a rail freight yard somewhere in here. Maybe around the back of the industry. I don't know. We'll try and save that for another tile if we can. Speaking of tiles, let's see where we can go next. We've got this T section up here. I do like the idea of maybe doing something high density on this island, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I think this might become like a freight area, so I might have some industry on here with a rail freight terminal and some harbour terminals on here as well. So we've got like a shipping area. I think I like the idea of this side being a dock, perhaps. And then we've also got this tile here. You've got this bit of access. So we could start building something over here. It's then a question of where we go from there. So we've got this kind of T shape at the moment. We don't have access to any of the tiles at the moment, but do we go down on the left-hand side and make a block coming down the left? Or do we continue to work out at the top of our T and maybe go off to the right an extra panel? I don't know yet. I think probably what we'll do is we'll take those two panels mid and bottom left as the next two. So we've got land either side of the freeway there as well. But we'll see how we go with that. How's our population looking like? We're up to 22, nearly 23,000 now. So we are closing in on ships. So I'd like the idea of having just a regular harbour as well. Sort of maybe somewhere over here. And then having a nice easy access road to our rail hub. So that people can come in by ship to a harbour just here. And then from that point they can go anywhere in our sort of fledgling, burgeoning city by rail. I think that could work out quite nicely. So there's not really a lot more that we can do until the rest of these areas continue to zone in. We are starting to see big demands popping up, and yet still nobody is taking this area just here, even though there is a demand. So there must still be untapped residential elsewhere that people are taking, because we say we have this area of land here that nobody's moved into. Where are they moving into? I can see, yeah, a lot of the demand is just going into, for more housing. It's just going into upgrading existing housing and improving and expanding the accommodation there. You can see more buildings are levelling up. It's going to be a little while, I think, until this kind of finishes levelling off. So it's still going to be a while until this area gets taken up. I'm going to just basically let this run now for a while. So this is going to be another short episode. We're going to let this run in the background for a little while. Try and let everything kind of settle down. let these buildings finish upgrading. I might drop a few little landmarks, well, not landmarks, but a few little sort of decorative buildings in, like parks and so on and so forth, just to tweak the area's happiness ratings a little bit. And then when we come back, hopefully we'll be a lot closer to actually unlocking ships. So thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I will catch you with another episode of our City Skylines Snowfall very soon.